have time for this. I don't have time to adjust to this right now because it's just not that big of a deal. You know, life's fine. Okay, so what if I'm missing a few things? But it's really not that big of a deal. I can handle it. We'll just move on. And then last year, that was when we were on the mission trip, and the fire alarm goes off, and it was like, sorry. So the fire alarm goes off, and that was when I realized that it was no longer my problem. And how selfish was I to think that this was just my problem, that it was a family thing, and it was something that us as a family had adapted to. And families do that. You compensate each other, you adapt to each other. And how quickly was my family able to adapt to something that I was missing out on? So once that happened, it was a huge wake-up call that this is not about me anymore. This is about a family of 4, and this is about everyone around me that's having to adapt to it. Talking to somebody who has similar hearing loss that I have, and they don't feel like it's a big deal. It absolutely is. It's just all there is to it, and that's something that you can't explain to them enough until they are faced with it up front. What about those intimate moments when it's you and your spouse and you're having dinner together and they reach over and they say something so sweet and you only caught half of what they said, and you're in the moment and it's wonderful and it was a really sweet comment, but I have no idea everything you just said. I just got part of it and it was really sweet. But how much more rich would that moment be if you heard every single word that was said and you think it's not a big deal because you don't hear it? So you actually have no idea what you're missing out on until you have it corrected. And the problem with that is you can't go back. You can't go back to that intimate moment where your spouse said something to you, and you can't relive that moment again. You know, you can't relive those little things with your kids. You can't relive those little intimate details that maybe you caught 75% of it, but you didn't get all of it. And who wants to live with 75% of something really great? And you want to embrace all of it, and you can't. So how many more things are you going to miss in your future because it's not a big deal? And that's where you have to make the choice. Is it worth it or is it not? Is it truly not a big deal?